Isabella and Her Colors Goes to School by Alexandra Alessandri. The night before the first day of school, Isabella sat cross-legged on her bed, colorando with her favorite crayons, rojo, verde, azul, rosado, morado, violeta. She was ready for class except Isabella didn't speak much Inglés. English sounded wrong, like stormy blues and blizzard whites. Isabella preferred the pinks and yellows and purples of Espanol. That night, Isabella dreamt of all that could go wrong. When Isabella awoke, she ran to Mommy. Her heart pitter-pattered like a summer's rain. "No creo ir," Isabella cried in the kitchen. "I do not want to go," she whined at the door. "Please, por favor," she begged in the car. But it was too late. They were already at school. It's okay to be scared. Mommy's voice was as soft and amber like a ripened mango. She gave Isabella a squishy, squashy hug. "Al mal tiempo, buena cara," Mommy said. "Two bad times, a good face." Isabella's lips wibbled and wobbled, and her face tumbled down into a tight, worried frown. "Welcome," said Mrs. Page. "Bienvenidos." Isabella heard night sky blue and sunrise orange swirling around her. The sound reminded her of Mommy's cafe, bitter and brown. When the morning bell rang, Miss Page clap, clap, clapped her hands. "Time for morning exercises," she said. Isabella wasn't sure what that meant. But when everyone stood, Isabella stood too. When everyone stretched, Isabella stretched too. 1, 2, 3, the children counted. "Uno, dos, tres," Isabella echoed. Everyone stared. Isabella flushed, cherry tomato red. She cringed at the colors crashing against each other like planets colliding in an explosion of stars. After morning exercises, Miss Page wrote on the board, "Story time." Isabella watched as everyone settled on the rug. She stood frozen. There was no room for her. She felt as small and lost as a colibri without its flowers. "You can sit here," said a girl from the front. Isabella knew what here meant, and it was enough. "Hi," the girl said. "I'm Sarah." Isabella gave her timid smile. "Mi alma Isabel." "Wanna be friends?" Sarah asked. Isabella shook her head to clear the colors cluttering her head. Her face warmed to a rosy guava pink. "No entiendo," she whispered. She didn't understand. Sarah's lip quivered. So did Isabella's. At lunchtime, Isabella sat by herself, doodling on her napkin. She drew corazones and caritas and colablos and caritos. Then she stopped. Even her crayons couldn't make her happy. School was no fun at all. She tried to keep the tears in. She really did. But they still dribbled down her cheek. Back in class, Miss Page sang, "It's coloring time." Isabella sat up straighter. Coloring sounded very much like colorar. And when Miss Page laid a sheet in front of her, Isabel knew she had understood. She drew and colored and painted. She used reds and greens and blues, pinks and purples and violets. She remembered what Mommy said, "Al mal tempo bueno cara." Isabel drew the best two faces she could. When she was done, she held the paper up to Sarah. "Amigas?" Isabel said, pointing first at one image and then at the other. Sarah's frown stretched into a smile. "Amigas," Sarah repeated. "Friends." "Sí, friends," Isabel giggled. Sarah giggled too. Miss Page loved Isabel's drawing so much, she held it up for all to see. "Awesome! What an artist! I want to draw like that." Stormy blues and blizzard whites softened to a brilliant agua marina, just like home. Maybe school wouldn't be so bad after all. The end.
This is a bilingual book, speaking both English and Spanish. I apologize for mispronouncing most of these Spanish words. Thank you again for watching.